Welcome back here with us on Times Now. This is the Newshour special edition. Viewers, Russian President Vladimir Putin may have flown out of India, but the heat over his all-veg state dinner is still simmering. The Congress has latched onto the menu, with Karti Chidambaram firing a sharp salvo. He says, and I quote, "If 80% of Indians eat meat or fish, why wasn't any of it on the table?" Let me, in fact, take you through the exact remarks made by Congress MP there. Why was Putin not served meat? Indian cuisine is not just vegetarian. 80% of Indians eat meat or fish, he claimed. He said strict vegetarianism is equal to BJP-driven construct. This is what Karti Chidambaram, the Congress MP, has mentioned. But the BJP wasted no time. Hitting back, party spokesperson Shehzad Poonawala dismissed the Congress attack as hollow, saying even Mahatma Gandhi was a proud vegetarian and that the dinner simply followed those values. He went further, taking a sharp swipe at the opposition, and I quote, "It seems everyone in the Congress is competing to sound less intellectually capable than Rahul Gandhi," unquote. So while the plates have been cleared, the political food fight shows no signs of ending. Listen in to the war of words.
Sir, even Mahatma Gandhi was vegetarian. So in a sense, you can say that Mahatma Gandhi's principles were being followed. This only shows that Congress had no real criticism. Actually, they have got Russia-Ukraine policy completely wrong. They were the ones who wanted to tell us that you should vote against Russia. And had we done that, then we would not have got the S-400 or the oil from Russia. Today, they have realized their mistake. And now they have no real issues to criticize on, and therefore they are finding such kind of frivolous issues that they are raising criticism on. It seems that everybody in the Congress wants to sound lesser intellectually able than Rahul Gandhi.
And joining us on the Newshour on the special edition this Saturday evening is Karti Chidambaram, Member of Parliament of the Congress Party. Thank you very much, Mr. Chidambaram, for speaking with us here on Times Now. You've raised concerns over pure vegetarian menu at the special dinner for Russian President Putin. I mean, why is that being made such a big issue?
It's not a concern. It's a comment I've made. The president's house, the Rashtrapati Bhavan, represents all of India. And it's a good opportunity for us to showcase the diversity of India to the visiting dignitary. That's how diplomacy works. And when somebody comes to our country as our honored guest, and we are hosting a state dinner for him or her, we should showcase the full diversity of our culinary culture. And our culinary culture is not just vegetarian food. It's very diverse. 80% of Indians eat meat, fish, and fowl. And I'm sure some of those dishes could be added. And we could have showcased one of the bright young Indian chefs who are making waves internationally, curate the menu. It would have been a good way to tell the world about our cuisine, our culture. So instead of just giving a one-dimensional view of our dietary and culinary culture and tradition.
But the Bharatiya Janata Party, in fact, has criticized this comment that you made, and BJP has said that it seems everyone in the Congress is competing to sound less intellectually capable than Rahul Gandhi. Your reaction?
There is no food fight here. The BJP has a very unitary view of India. They don't celebrate the diversity of India. Their view of India is very narrow. It's Sanskritized. It's very upper caste. It's vegetarian, and it's for puritanical. That is their view of Indian society. They don't celebrate the diversity of Indian society. They don't celebrate the cultural and historical diversity of India, and that clearly shows in the way in which they entertain international dignitaries as well. And I'm only making a comment that we should have used this opportunity to showcase our culinary traditions and diversity. And we could have, the Prime Minister always wants to showcase in young Indian talent. I've read reports that when he went abroad, sometimes there have been news reports of the designers who made his clothes, who were ethnic Indian clothes. Why couldn't this opportunity been used to showcase one Indian chef who's and showcase them to the world. There is this chef called Vijay Kumar who runs this restaurant called Seme in New York, who won the James Beard Award. There are other young chefs in India. I can come up with some names myself, like Pallavi Menon, etc. We could have used one of them to curate the menu, and the menu should have reflected the diversity of India instead of just saying that being just vegetarian, because vast majority of Indians eat fish, fowl, and meat, and the visiting dignitary would not have been offended if those dishes were served. I understand if there were sensitivities for the visiting dignitary, and we had to, to cater to that. But I'm sure the Russian president would have quite been delighted to eat fish, meat and fowl prepared in different Indian traditions.
Which data were you exactly quoting here when you said that 80% of Indians eat meat, fish, or fowl?
Yeah, please check the data. This is a very narrow view. This is an erroneous view to believe that Indians are vegetarian. Indians are not vegetarian. Most Indians eat meat, and they may not eat it regularly because for economic reasons. But most Indians do eat meat, fish, and fowl. Please check whatever data. And if you think my data is wrong, please contradict me.
Okay. Recently, there were some breakfast meetings in Karnataka as well, and at Siddaramaiah, the Chief Minister's residence also, it was a pure vegetarian breakfast that was served by, to Mr. D.K. Shivkumar. At that time, no questions were really raised.
Are you equating the sort of an informal breakfast given by the chief minister to a deputy chief minister with the president of India to the president of Russia, which is a state banquet? Please. There has to be some equivalence.
No, here I'm just talking about the choice of food that the host wanted to offer.
That is all I'm saying is this was at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, which symbolizes the entire nation. All I'm saying is this platform could have been used to showcase a young Indian chef who could have curated the menu and showcase the diversity of Indian diet and Indian cuisine. That's all I'm trying to say. And there's no reason to be purinatical and to have this narrow view of saying we'll only serve vegetarian food when the vast majority of Indians eat meat, fish, and seafood, and the visiting dignitary would not have been offended by that choice of a menu. That's all I'm trying to make here.
Okay, so basically you're saying that this puritanical vegetarian thrust is a BJP and allied outfits construct.
Absolutely, it is. Even in the way they define the practice of the Hindu faith is very narrow. I come from a state where animal sacrifice is quite common in village temples and in deities. The BJP doesn't celebrate that at all. In fact, they turn a blind eye to that. The BJP's version of India, the version of Hindutva which they practice, is very upper caste, Sanskritized, and vegetarian. And I would say that again and again and again.
But, some say that this entire controversy, the way it has really started...
There's no controversy. There is no controversy. It's a point I'm trying to make. The BJP has a very, purinatical, narrow view of the cultural heritage of India. They don't celebrate the diversity of India. That's the point I'm trying to make. There's no controversy. This is not the thrust of the entire India-Russia relationship. But all I'm saying is this is a platform which could have been used. The menu was released, wasn't it? I didn't go ferret it out from somewhere. It was out in the media. Obviously, it was given out to media outlets to put out. So when it was put out, you are showcasing what our hospitality. All I'm saying is the hospitality could have been much more broad-based and could have celebrated the culinary treasures of India much better. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay. Mr. Chidambaram, now what are your thoughts on the leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, not getting an invitation for this event? However, Congress MP Dr. Shashi Tharoor received an invite, and the reaction we've got from the BJP. BJP also saying that in the past foreign dignitaries have met Rahul Gandhi, so it shouldn't really be made into a big issue.
Yeah, it's bad form. I think the Rashtrapati Bhavan should have invited the leader of the opposition in both the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. If they thought it was appropriate to invite the chairman of the Foreign Affairs, the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Foreign Affairs, they should have invited the leader of the opposition in both the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha, who clearly outrank him in protocol. That's all. Just maintain protocol. I mean, as always I'm saying, a state visit is not a platform to politics. It should have showcased India in all its dimensions and also in its diverse political views. I mean, all of us are patriots. All of us have India's interests in mind. So to exclude the leader of the opposition in both the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, in my personal opinion, was bad form.
One last question before we let you go. There was a press conference, in fact, today by Gaurav Bharti of the BJP, who quoted Mr. Barack Obama and, spoke about Rahul Gandhi and what he said about him in the past. And he also said that it's like, he called Rahul Gandhi an embarrassment, him as LOP, as some kind of a misfortune for the country. Your reaction?
I'm not sure of in what context or where these comments are being made. That's not the point. You have to invite the person holding the office. There is a person holding the position as leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha and was another person holding it in the Rajya Sabha. You should have invited them. It is irrelevant who is holding that position. There are two people holding that position, and both of them weren't invited. And in my opinion, that was a breach of protocol.
All right, Mr. Chidambaram, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for speaking with us here on Times Now. With this, we will slip into a very, very short break. We'll be back with more. Stay with us.